Hello, Lindsay Price here.
And Craig Mason here.
And we are from Theatre Folk. We're really excited to be doing this video today, aren't we?
Yes. So this is something that we get to do once a year.
This is true. Around this time.
Yeah. And we're just real thrilled to share this opportunity with you and let you take a little bit of a look at what it is that we're offering to you.
So the education arm of Theatre Folk is the Drama Teacher Academy. And we give this opportunity every year in August where you can get a sneak peek into the Drama Teacher Academy for just $1. That's right. That means you have 30 days to experience the Drama Teacher Academy for only $1. Is that the most amazing deal ever?
Well, it is too. And like I always say to people, we have a little chat box on the thing, so people always have questions that hopefully we'll answer here today. But a lot of people ask about, what if it's not for me? Well, hey, I'll give you your $1 back, is what I always say.
It is
there's no risk.
Win-win situation. You might be gearing up to start your first week of school. It always amazes me, Craig, when we hear of teachers who are starting back at the very beginning of August.
Yeah, here in Canada, we're not starting for another month, so it always catches us by surprise. These guys with these August starts.
Day after Labor Day, yeah. That's when we have always gone back. So that's why we're doing it now. We are, for all of you who are preparing to go back into the classroom, for those of you who perhaps are going into the classroom for the first time, or maybe you've been in the classroom for years and years and years, and maybe you want a little fresher up, and this is a great opportunity.
And maybe you've been in the classroom for years, and this year you're teaching drama for the first time.
Yes, we know lots of teachers who have been told that the drama position that's the one that's open, and that's the one they're going into. A lot of middle school teachers we find end up in that situation, and they don't have a curriculum to teach. They don't have an idea of classroom management. They don't have a community. And for $1 for 30 days, you can have all of that and more. So now we're going to do something that we don't normally do, and that is even before you spend your $1, we're going to give you a little look around the website for the Drama Teacher Academy. So we're going to go to the website now. So this is what happens. This is the what you look at when you are a member and you come to the website. And there's lots of things here, Craig, aren't there? There's lots of things that you can go to. We have a number of links. What's new in the Drama Teacher Academy, what's hot in the Drama Teacher Academy, our help and support under contacts, and what these buttons are at the bottom, that these are the states, Arkansas, Massachusetts, Montana, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Wyoming, where the Drama Teacher Academy is certified for continuing education.
Yes, and every state has completely different rules and concepts than any other state. So these are the ones that we were able to get on statewide, and then they all have their own little quirks and quarks. So if this is one of your states, you just click on it and it'll tell you exactly how you get your certification. But then we also have a whole bunch of other states, other districts that our teachers are being able to get continuing ed credit as well, and that tends to be more on a case by case basis.
Yes.
But we give you, if you do a PD with us, we give you a completion certificate. If you attend one of our PLCs, our professional learning community events, we give you a certificate of attendance so that you can take something to your admin and say, look, I did something valuable to further my skills as a drama teacher and to improve the experience in the classroom for my students.
Awesome. So let's go back up to the top and let's look at courses. And we are going to look at excellence. So as you can see, we have 50 courses, 50 professional development courses in the Drama Teacher Academy. And can you click on Acting and Performance?
Yes.
And what these courses are is we are really focused on having our instructors teach how to teach something in the classroom. So you are not personally learning about Commedia. You are not personally learning about improv or lab end. We are giving tools to how do we teach it in the classroom. And we have a number of categories. We have acting and performance, production, tech design, technology, and the drama classroom. Click on the drama classroom and we can just see a whole number of things, from classroom management to Shakespeare to playwriting to love this Mission Possible, where this is a whole course on creating a mission and a unified vision for your theater program.
Mm-hmm.
Copyright, serious play is a wonderful collection of warm-ups with different focuses. Has your admin ever said to you, drama class is only games? And it's like, no, it's a skill building asset to play a lot of these games. Musical theater, teaching for theater with divergent students and class sizes in mind. So as you can see, there is a lot of different variety. The empathetic classroom is by far our most popular course. Have a click in there and see what happens when we go into a course. So in a course, there's a number of things going on. There's a description. There's a little intro video, and there's some information, how many modules, how long the video is, and what kind, when we say credit hours. So if a video length is 2 hours, it's really going to take you 4 hours to go through everything in detail, to look at the reflections that are included or any assets that are included, and that's what we estimate.
That's what we put, and that's what we put on the completion certificates in terms of the number of hours that you've invested into the course. Now, this is, just to be clear too, this is 100% available to you as a member. Even if you just pay us $1, you're able to go in and take this course or any other course that you've seen so far and watch it at will and get a completion certificate. So there's no restrictions on access to the site. Once you're in, no matter if you paid $1 or not. So,
And if you have a look there on the left-hand side and the standards, we also identify the standards that are addressed. And as you can see here, we've got Alberta, we've got California, we've got the Common Core, Florida, Georgia, the National Core Out Standards, North Carolina, Ontario, Tennessee, and Texas. We're trying to cover as much as possible. And then if you go back, Craig, we have our curriculum. And this just gives a really a good indication of what's being covered in each of our videos. And if you just click on one, so on Lesson 2B, all of the courses are going to have a video that you're going to watch, and all of our class modules come with a transcript of the video, the slide deck for the video, so you can just look at the slides. If you want to learn by listening, we've got an audio MP3, and then any handouts. So, for example, we've got some expectations, we've got a game questions, we've got some activity instructions, and a teacher reflection question. So everything is there for you to take this into the classroom.
Yeah, and this is, again, you can download this stuff at will. And even as a new member, you can access all of this stuff however much you want.
Okay, so now let's go up to the top and let's look at our curriculum. So curriculum is, as you can see, we've got a variety of different lengths of curriculum. We have full year-long curriculums with our Drama 1, our Drama 2, our production classroom units, and middle school. That is the first half of a middle school curriculum, which is 4 units.
It just launched.
And it just launched. What is today? It just launched the beginning of
today.
The month. Today. And then if you scroll down, you'll also see that we under that we have units. So these are multiple lessons which you can use, and we have some variety of forms. We have experimented with things like hyperdocs. I see an element of costume design hyperdoc. Click on that, and again, you're going to see a same format. You're going to see a unit description and what is the curriculum for the unit. So there's a teacher's guide, there are posters, there's presentations, and each one has its own hyperdoc link. And that a hyperdoc is a really wonderful independent learning tool where students are gathering the information, learning the information on their own, and then applying their knowledge. So underneath the units, we also have individual lesson plans, and we have a ton of categories. How about that emergency lesson plan category? So emergency lesson plans, these are individual lessons that you can give to a sub. and they are detailed lesson plans. They come with a list of sub instructions. There's an outline for you, so you know exactly what's going on. And then there is something for your students to do and hand in during the lesson so that you can see what they did while you were away. And then there's also a feedback form for the sub to fill in about how their class did.
Yeah, so they're designed for a non-theater teacher to be able to still, while you're away, for them to teach some theater to your students. And then, as Lindsay said, there's the accountability element that's there as well. That there's always something that the students have to turn in.
So let's recap all of this. For if you want to see what the Drama Teacher Academy is like, for $1 for your first 30 months.
30 days.
30 days. 30 months. 30 days. Oh, wouldn't that be a deal? No. 30 days. Your first month, 30 days, is only $1, and this deal ends on August 5th. After that, it goes up to its regular monthly price, which is $37 a month or $444 for the year. But for 1 month, starting now, and this deal ends on August 5th for $1. So you have access to over 50 courses. You have access to lesson plans, curriculum, units. We have over 630 different lessons that you can have access to for your dollar. And then in our resources, we have all kinds of things that will be helpful for you in the classroom.
Yeah, so the resources is more of the catch-all, the other, sort of a nice way of saying the other stuff you need to teach theater. Things like checklists. What else we have in there? Posters.
There's posters. There's activities, and I think we have to mention the toolkits.
Yeah.
So these are wonderful toolkits on a variety of topics that give you all kinds of information. So this classroom management toolkit, it is how to set up your classroom, organization checklist, sample seating chart, supplies, and then positive incentives. How do you motivate your students? We've got here do's and don'ts, point system ideas, and again, more charts of how do you deal with assessment? How do you give a written assessment? That is something which the drama classroom struggles with because it's not a math class where there is a right and a wrong answer. Does your admin, are they always looking for that be-all, end-all assessment? And this is a way that you can start to put together assessments that your admin is looking for, and on all kinds of etiquette, production etiquette, audience etiquette. So this is a wonderful category. We also do professional learning community events. I'll mention that again when we get to our community. But here we hold them all in an archive. So if there's a topic that you're looking for, you can actually go into the archive and look, there we are, and you can have access to all this wonderful information, all of our wonderful panelists who come on and help us give their expertise on a variety of topics.
And we also, all of this stuff too, I just wanted to mention that we it's all transcribed as well. So you can always read it offline, and you can always search this stuff later to find exactly what you are looking for.
And we're always listening to what our participants, our members want, and we're always changing, growing, making the Drama Teacher Academy the best that it can possibly be for its members. So, for example, we just held a virtual conference, the DTA virtual conference, which was last month. And it was 8 hours of content, of videos, of panelists, of master classes. And all of that information is there in the Drama Teacher Academy in the resource section. Okay, and lastly, we have our community. So we've been talking about our professional development courses, which are courses where you can take something and learn how to teach it to your students as opposed to taking a course for you. This is really a course for your classroom, which we have 50 courses at your disposal. We also have curriculum, so we're going to have curriculum such as the Drama 1, which will take you a full year. We have middle school curriculum right now, which is we have 4 full units. We also have units on specific topics, individual lesson plans, a whole slew of emergency lesson plans. These are lesson plans that are individual. We also have resources, which are a catch-all of all kinds of different information, from videos to toolkits to masterclass videos, play analysis guides, playwriting exercises, scenes for classroom study. If you want your students to really get into the analysis of working on scenes, these scenes are fantastic. They come with close reading questions and staging suggestions and character development. So not only are your students performing scenes, but they can really dive deep into the analysis side.
And you can download as much of this as you want as a member. There's no,
That's right.
this is I'm repeating this because this is a question that comes up a lot. People
Yes.
think it's going to be restrictive in some way. It's
Nope.
not. Once you're a member, and anything on the site is yours to access.
That's right. So the last thing I want to talk about is our DTA community. Are you one of those teachers? You're the only drama teacher in your classroom. I hope so. Or your school or your district. Are you a one-man band where you are doing everything on your own? I think one of the things we are most proud of here is the community that we have been able to build, and how our members have fostered between each other in terms of talking, being able just to talk to another drama teacher and learn that you're not crazy, you're doing it right. And any failures that you're having, someone else has had the exact same problem. Everything that someone else has gone, everything that you're going through, someone else has gone through. And wouldn't it be great to be able to share your successes with someone who understands exactly what it means to succeed in the classroom?
And I follow a lot of Facebook groups, and this has got to be by far the nicest, most supportive group of educators I've ever seen. It's a sharing of struggles. It's a sharing of successes, and it's just sharing of questions and confusion, and whatever you're going through, there's someone else there who's been through the same thing. And there's someone, every question gets some sort of support and answer in there.
We have amazing community managers and who are also drama teachers, and we are so thankful for them. We're so thankful for the members who are in that Facebook group all the time. It's all about the nature of community and just making people feel like they're not alone.
Yeah.
And we also do, we have monthly live professional learning community events. These are panel videos that you can be a part of on the chat function.
Yeah, and it's another opportunity to share and commiserate with your fellow educators, because not only is there a panel that is speaking live, there's also a chat box running beside the screen that you can talk back and forth, and then some of those questions get pulled into furthering the discussion that's going on in the session. So it's a really great thing to show up live for. But if you can't show up live, again, it gets archived, it gets transcribed, and you can watch it on your own time. We always say you can get PD in your PJs.
That's right. Well, and if you join up, if you take advantage of this dollar deal that's happening until August 5th, you will be a member for our Tuesday, August 13th PLC, which is on school startup. How do you start your year? Everyone wants to start off on the right foot. Everyone wants to start off on a bang. And then I'll note that our PLC for September is admin and advocacy. How do you advocate for your program?
Yeah. So we pick the topics to kind of match the school calendar and what's going on at that time. We try and keep them as relevant as possible to what's going on in your school.
All right, so this is the Drama Teacher Academy. This is what you get when you join, when you become a member. This is what you get access to. There's so much that you have at your fingertips in helping you be the best teacher that you could possibly be for your students. And we know how limited your time is. We know how overwhelmed a school year can be. So why not have a site that has all these resources and curriculum
Mhm.
and professional development and help at your fingertips, so that you are not ending your year or your half year in burnout. You get to teach. You get to do the thing that you love to do. You get to be there for your students. And right now, until August 5th, it only costs $1.
Yep. And if it's not for you, I'll give you your dollar back. It's really, and we always do this. The first month of DTA is always refundable if it's not for you. You
That's
know.
right.
So we want it because we are here to make your life better. So we want to give you the best opportunity you can to check this out and make sure that it's going to be right for you before you commit.
We want you to use the Drama Teacher Academy. We don't want it to be another extra thing that is just sort of that you don't have time for. We have teachers who come and they go all the time, depending on what's happening in their own lives and what's happening in their classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
We're here for you whenever. So again, that is the Drama Teacher Academy, and until August 5th, you can take part of this wonderful deal, which is first 30 days for $1. Please, have a look. Go to dramateacheracademy.com, and if you have any questions, throw them down in the comments.
Oh yeah, and there's always every page on this site has you can see it. There's a little blue. Oh,
Actually,
we're covering
we're in
it
the
here.
way.
You know what? Let's see if I can move us. I'm going to move us over there so
Yay.
they can see that this little thing will always be able to reach a person too. It's a little pop-up chat box.
There's a little blue chat box, and we are here to answer your questions and make sure that this is going to be right for you. Okay, so thank you so much, and everybody have a great rest of your day, rest of your week. If you're preparing to go back into the classroom, what you're doing is so valuable, and your students need you so much. Thank you for doing what you do. And that's it from us.
Yep, we got your back.
Okay.